All right, and welcome to Express Core and More. I'm Coach Joanna, and today, if you don't have already with you, something to slide on. So if you are on carpet, you want paper plates, a book, regular plates. I have gliders. If you are on hardwood floor, another alternative to have is like a towel for each foot. You want two separates. You want hand towels. You could use a sweatshirt, whatever. It helps you glide for today's class. So today's class, we are going to do 30 seconds of work. We'll have 20 seconds of rest. So we have rest built in. We are going to go right into it today. All right, so starting off to warm up our core. Our core, we engage shoulders to hips. So it's not just those abdominals that we're working on. We're working on the stability muscles of our entire spine to kind of help us, especially right now as we're at our computers, maybe a little bit more. So it's really important to have nice, strong core to help stabilize that spine and have perfect posture, right? So we're gonna start on the ground. We're gonna start in a plank hold or bear hold. So we're gonna go up together in 10 seconds. Bear hold, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and we're gonna lift up knees 1 to 2 inches or regular plank hold. Just to warm up. In 3, 2, 1, and hold. Each, doesn't matter if you want to do plank or bear hold, either one works. We're just engaging the core muscles and the entire body, our muscles of our body. Right? Nice and long spine, hands are always under our shoulders. Well, a few more seconds. And rest. Turning over to our back side, we are going to do a glute bridge hold, just engaging those glute muscles, stability for our hips. So laying back down, feet on the floor, knees bent, hips go up in 3, 2, 1, hips up, raise, and we're gonna hold. If you don't really feel it here, I want you to drive those heels down even harder into the ground without moving them. So press them down hard, engage those glutes and hamstrings. Woo, feel it. Warming up. We don't use these muscles as much if we're sitting, right? And rest, but we should be. So standing on up, we are going to do either marches in place, or you can join me in some toe touches, getting those knees up above that hip crease. All right, ready and go. Hips up or knees up, or you can go into those toe taps. Maybe get a little jump here. Just warming up the body, getting some blood flowing. A few more. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Bring it back. We're going to stretch out some muscles so we can get deeper into a lot of these movements today. So if you have somewhere you want to hold on to, that's great. If not, going into a quad stretch. So bending down, grab that ankle, stand up tall, bring that knee back. Hold for about 3 seconds, let go, same thing other side. Grab the ankle, stand up, pull that knee back. Good. Same thing, one more time, each side. Pull that knee back. Opening up this back hip. Last one. And rest. All right, knee hugs. You can sit down and grab that knee to the chest, or you can stand and do it as well. Down, grab that shin or that knee, cross it up as or over as you stand up. Woo, deep breaths and rest. Other side, bend down, balance, and pull it up. One more time. Keep my thing going there on the background. Switch. And down. All right, on the ground, we're gonna get in a half kneeling position. This is just part of our warm-up, so don't worry. We're going to tuck that tailbone under, squeeze our glutes, rock forward, come back, rock forward, come back. Front heel stays down. We're just opening up this back hip. On our next rock forward, we're gonna stay forward, plant our hands on the inside of our foot, lift our back knee, stretch it out. Opening up those hips here. Deep breaths. Good. Drop that back knee, straddle that front foot, so hands on either side, and send those hips back, toes to the sky. Rebend, switch sides. Right, we're gonna tuck that tailbone under, keep our back, glutes and hamstrings engaged, rocking forward and rocking backwards, right? Opening up that hip gently. And on the next one, hands to the ground, lift the toes, lift the back knee, hold here. Keep holding, breathing. Good. Straddle that front foot. You can drop the back knee, send the hips back, or you can stay up and stretch fully forward. Whichever one works for you. Rebend, stand up. All right, shake it out, whatever you need to do. Oh no, my background went. Sorry, guys. That would be cool. That's okay, though. For the workout, we're going to do each movement twice. We're going to start with 3 movement segments. 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're going to go right into it. We're going to start with a planking shoulder taps, okay? So you can either do same side shoulder taps or alternating. It doesn't matter. If you find that difficult to do, just hold that plank. All right, we're going to start together in that. Then we're going to go to active glute bridges after. Plank hold first. Ready? In 5, 3, 2, 1. Up and hold. Feet are wide. Shoulder taps. Stay with it. Again, if this is difficult and you want to drop down to your knees into a bear hold, that's where they hover. You can do that as well. Stay with it. Keep those hips square to the ground. And rest. Feet together, knees wide. Just stretch it out real quick, as we only have a few seconds here to stretch, because we're going right back to it. Shoulder taps. Keep those hips square to the ground. Ready? And go. Feet wide, hips square to the ground. I got IT working in the background here. Keep it going, guys. Come on, 30 seconds. It's a long time. Keep working. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Sit back, stretch it out. All right. Flip over. Knees bent, feet on the floor. Active glute bridges. Think about those heels digging into the ground without moving forward. Ready? And go. Hips up high as we can. Control back down. Hips up high. Control with that core back down. We want the entire body to touch the ground at the same time. Right? So I have my hands on my hips, maybe on my rib cage, to make sure I don't get too loose in that core. Stay with it. Rest. One more time, same thing. We got some rest here, it's good, 20 seconds. Starting again in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! It's like a rocket ship blast off, counting down, right? Keep going, nice and controlled. Feel it in your hamstrings as your hips go all the way up as high as they can. And rest. Staying here on the ground for the next one, let's get our feet up to the sky. Hands are gonna stay on our shins. Keep them on our shins. We're gonna glide up, sit back down. So our shoulders come off the ground, reaching towards our toes, come back down. Ready? And go. Glide up, glide down. You can go as fast as you want, reaching towards those toes, or you can slow it down and get controlled. Go at your own pace. Difficult to talk through. But we only have a few more seconds left. We'll do it one more time, don't worry. And rest. The benefit of having our hands on their shins and reaching and gliding is that we're not reaching with our neck as much. We're reaching with our hands, reaching with that chest and not with our head, right? Doing it again in 3, 2, 1, and go. Reach up, glide with those hands. Try and keep your legs where they are. Even if they're bent, that's okay. You can keep your feet bent, still glide towards those toes, reaching up all the way back down. Oh, we're gonna feel our abs today. And rest. All right, our next part, you can use the gliders if you'd like. We're going to go into a controlled mountain climber. I'm gonna move that out of the way, actually. So if you'd like, your toes are gonna be on the gliders. If not, that's okay. You're still going to bring one knee up, control it to the same side elbow, and back down, right? Control, back to a high plank. Other leg, control, back to a high plank, right? We're not going super, super fast with this one. Unless you really want to, then you can. Make it your workout. Ready? And go. Control up, back to a high plank, right? Nice, strong planks here. And we're just using that lower abdominals to help pull these knees up. The gliders help let us use those lower abdominals even more. Stay with it. Only a few more seconds, come on. And rest. Stretch it out, woo! Doing it again. Same thing, gliders or not. Control up and back, right? All right, 5, 1, and go. Control up and back for 30 seconds. You can do it. It's less than a minute, it's half than a minute. If this is a struggle, just hold that plank again and do what you can. We're almost there. Woo! In 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, the next part's gonna get a little tricky. Glute bridges again. This time we're gonna go 2 feet, raise our hips up, keep our hips up in the air, lift one leg as our hips are still up in the air, and slowly lower down. Again, making sure one hip doesn't hit to the ground before the other. 2 hips up, 1 leg down, right? Or 2 feet, hips up. There we go. We got this. All right. Alternate which foot stays up before you come down. But we're doing it easy. We're just working on the way down with 1 foot. So 2 feet way up. Ready? And we're gonna go up 2 feet. 1 leg stays in air, come down. Nice and controlled. 2 hips up, 1 down. 2 up, 1 down. Keep it going. 2 up, 1 down. 2 up, 1 down. It takes some practice. And that's what we're doing, is practicing strengthening a single leg here, just because we might have some imbalances. So it's always good. Rest. It's always good to work on those single leg options, single arm options, unilateral. All right, we're doing the same thing. Another time to practice. 2 up, 1 down. 3, 2, 1. Again. 2 up, 1 down. 2 up, 1 down. Keep it going. Keep those hips up high as much as you can as we raise that other foot up. Sometimes legs sink. Sometimes that's just the challenge. It's just to raise that foot up and keep those hips up. Last few. And rest. Awesome. We're going to stay on the ground. Legs are going to be long. We can place our hands under our lower back or maybe under our glutes, right? Under our glutes, under our lower back. We're going to go from a 6-inch or a 12-inch, whatever feels comfortable for you. And we're going to go to 90 degrees. Try not to go too much more where your hips come off the ground. Keep it low. We're going to keep it just in that section at 45-degree little movement or more, right? All right, we're going to feel the burn. In 3, 2, 1, and go. 6 inches to 90. 6, 90. Keep it there. Point the toes away and keep it moving. Whatever you can do, even if you're here, stay here. Wherever, if you can keep those legs long, that's the goal here. And rest. Stretch it out, reach forward. Whew. One more time. Hands under. Come on, we got this. Starting in 5. It's a snow day, angst we got here. Ready, and go. Hips up or legs up and down. 90 to 6 inches. Stay with it. Legs are long. I like to point my toes away to help with that. No. I'll figure that out another time. And rest. Woo! Quick stretch. Stretch it out. We're going to turn around on the ground, hands to the sides. Lengthen those legs and press those hips forward. Open it up. Maybe go a little side to side. Just opening up those back hip flexors. Deep breath, belly button to the front. And to our next section. All right. Next section, we are going to stay with either gliders if you'd like, whatever glider option you have. We're going to go knee to same side elbow, knee to nose, knee to opposite side elbow, and we're going to stay on just the one side the whole time. So if we're starting on our right, we're going to keep on the right. And then when we do it again, we'll do just the left side. All right? Really going to feel it here. Starting in your plank, If not, if this is difficult, revert back to the original. Ready? And go. Same side elbow, back to high plank, nose, high plank, opposite elbow. You can go as fast as you like here. There is no rules. Do what you can. Try and get that knee up really high. Touch those elbows if you can. Right? We've got a little twist here. And rest. One more time. Same thing, other side. All right, we got 10 seconds of rest. Rest is needed. Stretch if you need to between. Right? Starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Elbow, nose, opposite elbow. Elbow, nose, opposite elbow. Stay with it. You got this, guys. Only 30 seconds. Nice and controlled. We're going right back to that high plank in between. Woo! And rest. Awesome. Keep those close. Put them on your heels. Our glute bridge variation. Yep. We're going to extend those legs out. Glute bridge up high. Extend those legs out to go to the ground. Ready? And go. Hips up. Extend those legs controlled to come to the ground. Bring those feet back in. Hip bridge up. Extend those legs long. You know, really pushing those heels into the ground. Hips up. Extend long. Try to do them at the same speed. Right? We don't want one foot going out too far past the other one. And rest. Doing it again. Always got a little extra practice here. That's what I'm calling it. All right, starting back. Feet on the gliders. Hips up. Extend the legs long. That's when you can touch the ground. Ready? And go. Hips up. Extend long. Bring it back in. Hips up. Extend long and controlled. Bring it back in. Stay with it, guys. Really gonna work on those hamstrings and glutes here. Woo. Last one. And rest. All right, staying here. Choice is yours. Which one you want to start with? I think we're going to start together. Legs long. Touch the ground above our head. Sit up. Touch towards our toes. Full straight leg sit up. Right? Ready? And go. Use those arms to help you with that momentum. To sit up towards those toes. As slow or as fast as you will like. You got this. Use that momentum to help you get up and reach forward. I kind of slide forward here. I still think I'm in view. And rest. You can do the same thing, or we're going to put our bottom of our feet together into a butterfly little position. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to reach up, touch our toes, try and get our shoulders above that hip crease. So really reaching forward. Ready? And go. Our feet kind of serve as a little bit of an anchor. We're just hitting the abdominals a little differently with this. So keep those feet or those heels close to the body. Few more. And rest. Awesome job. Side plank hold. You can modify this if you need by getting one foot on top and holding yourself up, or keeping the bottom leg long, whatever you need to do, keeping the knee down. You got this. Ready? And up, side plank hold. Hips forward. So we're in a nice straight line from those heels to the head. This is our last set here. You can do it. Come on, stay with me. Halfway through, we got this. Elbow, make sure it's under the shoulder, not in line with our head. So it's really supporting our body. Deep breaths here. And rest. Same thing, other side. Surprise, surprise. All right. Going up in 10 seconds. Stretch it out if you need. 3, 2, 1, and up. Squeeze those glutes and that hip forward. You really want to push this bottom hip forward to support you, right? I like to put my hands up. Some people like to put it on their hips. Some people like to put it on the ground. If you can avoid on the ground so your chest stays open to the side, that is best. All that talking made time fly. Woo! And rest. All right, our glute bridge variation. Going back to the original side, we're gonna have our knees bent here, elbow still under. We're kind of doing a side plank glute bridge, right? So my feet are slightly behind my hips. My knees are slightly in front of my hips. I'm going to reach forward with my hand, pull that elbow back. At the same time, I'm going to lift up onto this knee and bring it into a star glute bridge, right? We're on the side, really working those hips here. Glute bridge to the side, right? We got this. I think you got the understanding of it. Takes practice. All right, reaching forward, pull that shoulder back into the star position. And go up and back down. Hips up and back down, right? Everything's still squared to the ground. We're just lifting up. So we're nice and square, kind of like a side, weird side plank, right? Stay with it. Squeeze those glutes and hips up and back down. And rest. Quick demo. It's a weird angle, but just so you understand where the feet are in relation to your hips. When I go up, my hips come forward and then I sit back down. All right? Same thing. 3, 2, 1, and go. Our star glute bridge. Here we go. Stay with it, guys. Hips on up and back down. Like we didn't have enough with our side planks here. Now we're just getting more of that glute and hamstring and hips involved, right? Working on our fitness. Last one. And rest. Last movement today to finish it off. We're doing, if you can do with me, we're going to come up into this crunch up position, staying in this V up. If not, go to that straight leg sit up. Ready? And go. We're going to crunch up, just that tailbone's on the ground. Extend, crunch up. Right? If you want to go right into that full V up, you are more than welcome to. I'm going to stick with this one. Few more. And rest. All right, one more time. If you'd like to challenge yourself, go to that V up position. If not, stay with me at the crunch ups. It's not a bad thing. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Crunch up, back down. Maybe you go a little bit faster. and time. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me. With that, before we leave, just do a few stretches here. We got that core, we got that abdomen, hip flexors are tight, everything's tightening up. We gotta stretch it out. So again, our half kneeling position, again, squeeze those glutes and hamstrings of both legs. Tuck that tailbone under so this hip opens up. And we're just gonna lean forward and hold here as we try to breathe. Bring that breath down, right? Breathing hard, maybe deep breath in and exhale. Get deeper in that stretch, right? Maybe lift that chest up more. Eyes are to the sky. Maybe we lift our hands up and switch sides. That leg comes down, the other leg comes up. Again, squeeze everything, tuck it all under as we reach forward, elongate that back leg. Lift that chest maybe we reach up high. Again, staying engaged in our lower body. Coming on back. I'm gonna sit down for this last one. Hug my knee in. Give a good knee hug here. Just because of all of that work we did on those glute bridges. Oh yeah, switch side. Hug the other knee. Switch again. If you'd like, maybe put your ankle above the knee into a piriformis stretch here. Elongate that spine. And switch again. You do this sitting in your chair at your desk. It's a great one. Whew. Too good almost, right? And relax. And that is it for today's Express class. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm going to stop the recording now.